Hey, welcome back to Relationship Talk with Trev. I'm Trev. It's a nickname. It's a boring story. You don't want to hear about it. First thing I want to say is I've only put out a few videos and I am amazed at how many times these videos have been viewed already. And I sincerely want to thank everybody that's come and seen, watched the videos, watching them all the way through. Some people have come back and, watched every single video. There's only like 4 or 5 of them, but whatever. You've watched every one, and some people have come back and watched them twice. So I'm very appreciative of that. I really am. What I do want to point out, though, is that the total views, total amount of people that have come and seen them, only like maybe 10% have actually subscribed to the channel. And if I would really appreciate if you would just hit the subscribe button. It helps out a lot. It doesn't cost anything. It's just hitting the button. And what'll happen is, you should be notified if you hit the notification bell. You'll be notified whenever I release a video, and that's it. That's all that happens. But on my end, the more people who are subscribed, the more YouTube puts the channel out there, and so it draws more people in, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. Because I'm sitting here and I'm spitting out my opinion on things, which is fine, but what I really want is I would like a dialogue. I want to know your opinion on things, the subjects that I'm talking about. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you have a different take on it? If you, again, notification bell, subscribe to the channel. If you could like the videos when you see them, that's great. And please feel free to comment. That's what starts the dialogue is leave a comment. Hey, I agree with this, I agree with that, or maybe it made me think of this, it made me think of that. Anyway, I just wanted to get that stuff out of the way. So again, please and thank you. All right, so what I want to talk about today, I saw an interview with Steve Harvey a couple days ago, and he was asked if he had any female friends, and he said no. He didn't have not one female friend, and the reason he gave was that he's married. He's a married man, and he just doesn't believe that it's possible for a man and woman to genuinely just be friends. He put that right out there. It's the first time I think I'd ever heard a guy say that publicly, that I don't believe in it. I don't think that a man and woman can be friends. And it was a woman that was interviewing him. And he explained himself like this, and it resonated with me. He told her, he said, he says, listen, you're an attractive woman. And I bet somewhere out there there's a guy who says, yeah, I'm her friend. We're good friends. But the only reason that guy is your friend is because you've made it absolutely clear that that's all it is, and that's all it's ever going to be. Because if it were up to that guy, he'd be more than your friend, right? And she was taken aback a little bit, and she asked him, yeah, do you really think that's true? Do you think that's true of all guys? He said 99.9% of us think that way. If there's a little chink in the armor, if the door is open a little bit, they're going to try to sneak, they're going to shoot their shot. They're going to try to sneak in there, right? I agree. Okay, I'll say it. I agree, and I know that might not be a popular opinion, particularly with women. They don't like to hear that for various reasons. They don't like to hear that. Maybe they have guy friends that they, he's just, they say he's just a friend, right? But I'm here to tell you, that's kind of spot on about guys. Another comedian. I don't get all my relationship advice from comedians, but something else that I found was funny. Chris Rock said a man is only as loyal as his options. True. In a lot of cases. Not every case. I'm not going to say that every guy's, out there looking to cheat or whatever the situation is, right? There are a lot of guys that are very, very loyal. But, you got to be aware of these things sometimes. You can't be naive about it. Sorry, my dog's over here making all kind of noise. And so loyalty, loyalty, I guess, is where we're at in this little video. It's what we're talking about. And I can only come at this from, I'm a heterosexual male. That's where I can come at this from. That's the opinion that I can give, my opinion as a heterosexual male. And there's a million other ways to look at this thing. So, again, feel free to comment. But as a heterosexual male, I think that women can be a little naive with their associations with men. Men in the office, wherever you're going out to lunch with this one or that one. Oh, it's totally innocent. Yeah, he's been my friend for years. Listen, maybe the guy's married and maybe that's what it is. Maybe you've been friends since childhood or something. I don't know. But for the most part, you've got to know that given the opportunity, there's a lot of times there's something else going on there, and you should be aware of it, particularly if you're in a relationship, because where's the line? Where's the line between being loyal and being disloyal? Well, we've already talked about perspective. We talked about that in one or two of the other videos. And I guess that's another thing that's a matter of perspective. Where's that line? Sorry. For me, I think the line should be wherever your partner becomes uncomfortable. That's a general statement, but that's what I think. That's where I think the line should be. You're a man, and some female friend of yours from the past or from work or whatever. You're maybe going out for a drink or you're going out for lunch or something like that. Maybe talk to your wife or your girlfriend about it. Oh, so and so asked if I wanted to go grab lunch sometime or whatever. Totally innocent. I mean, I obviously have no interest in her. She's a friend. How do you feel about that? Maybe she's okay with it. Maybe she's fine with it. Beautiful. It's great that you have that kind of relationship, I guess. But maybe she's not. Maybe she's like, really? Well, who's this? What's her, why would she want to go out to lunch with a married man? Or, if there's anything about it at all that makes her uncomfortable, you have the conversation. And if she's still uncomfortable or if he's still uncomfortable, whatever the situation is, that's the line. You don't cross the line. Who's the important one? This person that wants to hang out with you and get a drink or whatever, or the person that you have the commitment to? Maybe you think it's totally unreasonable. Maybe you absolutely know you have no interest in this person at all. And it's just lunch or it's just a drink and you're coming home and that for a fact. And so maybe you feel like your partner's being a little paranoid or a little unreasonable. So what? They're being paranoid, they're being unreasonable. You're committed to them, right? And why would you want to make them feel that way? Would you want to feel that way? Probably not, right? But yeah, there's a variety of relationships out there that people in open relationships or whatever. I mean, but I'm not even going that far. Other celebrity relationships that I've heard of, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. They're in a I don't know if they've ever come out and said they were actually in an open relationship. But I saw an interview where she was given an interview to someone and talking about because, now they're separated a lot, right? And they're, sometimes on different parts of the country, if not the world, for months at a time. They're shooting movies, they're doing all these things, they're around all these other people, attractive, interesting people. And so she said that how they get through it is with a respect for each other. And she said, I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember exactly, but she said, he's got to be able to look at himself in the mirror. Any choice that he makes, it's not up to me to make choices for him or tell him who to be or what he should do or what he shouldn't do, because he's his own individual person, and I respect that. But if whatever choice he makes, if he can look himself in the mirror and feel good about it, I'm fine with that. What if he made the choice to, go out for drinks with some lady one night and, one thing led to another? I mean, is that how far it goes? I don't know, And for me, that's a bit much, right? But for some other people, maybe not. Another celebrity couple, I guess, and I'm aware of. I used to listen to the Howard Stern show a lot. Not so much anymore, but I used to. And he's married to a beauty, this woman, Beth. And he's talked a lot about how they'll go out to shows, or they'll go out to parties or whatever. And he's not really a night owl, so very often he wants to leave early, but she's having a good time. And so he'll just leave her there and he'll go home. You're going to tell me you don't know that guys are going to step to her and try to, but he's comfortable with that. He says, listen, if that's what she's going to do, that's what she's going to do. And, what can I do about it? I can't control her. And so it's a great way to be. It's something to strive for. But is it reality for most of us? I don't know. Where's that line? That line is wherever your partner is uncomfortable. And if they're comfortable with you going out with an ex or some random guy, a girl for lunch or whatever, if they're comfortable, then whatever. Then that's your relationship. If they're not comfortable, they're your priority. Okay? I'm going to leave it there because I don't want these things to be too long. I'm trying to keep them under 10 minutes, but I tend to ramble, I know. So, again, on your way out, leave a comment. How do you feel about it? This is probably part one of this. There's probably more to talk about. So, we might go to a part 2 or part 3. And very soon, my partner is going to be doing some videos with me. We'll be getting a female perspective. So, yeah, leave a comment, like button, subscribe, notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.